It's kinda wild to think about. Just a few years ago, we were all living our lives, making plans, complaining about traffic. Then, bam, the world decided to hit the pause button. And everything went completely sideways. Remember that when toilet paper suddenly became more valuable than gold, and everyone's secret talent was baking sourdough bread. It started as a whisper, a news story from a place far away. Most of us just shrugged it off. "It'll blow over," we said. Oh, how wrong we were. Suddenly, cities that never sleep went silent. The busiest streets in the world were empty. It was like a scene from a post-apocalyptic movie. But it was real. We were all sent to our rooms, and the biggest adventure of the day was a trip to the grocery store, suited up like you're about to walk on the moon. Remember the anxiety of a simple cough? If someone sneezed in public, everyone would look at them like they just set off a firework. We learned a whole new language overnight. Social distancing, lockdown, quarantine, flatten the curve. Our homes became our offices, our gyms, our cinemas, and sometimes our prisons. Let's talk numbers, because they're just staggering. The virus didn't just make us sick. It hit us hard in every way possible. Globally, millions of lives were lost. Think about that for a second. Millions of families were torn apart, unable to even say a proper goodbye. Each number represents a person, a story, a universe of memories just gone. The economic fallout was like a tsunami. Businesses that had been around for generations had to close their doors forever. Millions lost their jobs, their savings, their sense of security. The world's economy took a hit so massive that we're still feeling the aftershocks today. But the impact wasn't just on our bodies or our bank accounts. It was on our minds. The isolation, the constant fear, the uncertainty. It took a huge toll on our mental health. We were disconnected from the very thing that makes us human. Each other. We missed hugs. We missed seeing smiles behind the masks. We missed the simple joy of sharing a meal with friends. Anxiety and depression rates went through the roof. We were all fighting a battle on two fronts, one against the virus and one inside our own heads. It's so important to remember that if you're still struggling, you're not alone, and reaching out for help is a sign of incredible strength. But here's the most incredible part of the story: humanity. In the face of all that darkness, we saw so much light. We saw healthcare workers become superheroes, working tirelessly, risking their own lives to save others. We saw neighbors helping neighbors, communities coming together to support the vulnerable. We saw scientists around the world collaborate at an unprecedented speed to develop vaccines. We clapped from our balconies. We sang together from our windows. We found new ways to connect even when we were forced apart. We adapted. We learned to appreciate the small things, like a walk in the park or a video call with a loved one. We proved how resilient, creative, and compassionate we can be when things get tough. The world is different now, for sure. We're scarred, but we're also stronger. We've learned some tough lessons about how fragile life is and how interconnected we all are. The story of the pandemic isn't just about loss and hardship. It's a story of survival, innovation, and the unbreakable human spirit. It's a reminder to hold our loved ones a little tighter and to never take a normal, boring day for granted again. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to share your own stories in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.